Hi everyone, in today's session we will look into the Teradata BTEQ utility. First, what is this BTQ? What is its compatibility with other platforms? What kind of activities we can perform using the BTQ, etc. We will try to understand. Let me quickly open the PPT which I have prepared for this session. So, um, Teradata BTQ. BTQ is a basic Teradata query and it is a command line utility, and this utility is used to submit the SQL request to the Teradata database, and it supports the platforms like Unix, Linux, Windows, all these platforms it supports. And we can perform exporting, export of data, and export of data from Teradata database to the client systems, import of data from host servers to the Teradata database. So it is a vice versa to export data. So and it operates in two modes. One is interactive mode and batch mode. Interactive mode is something like when you ask something, it responds back with the result. The batch mode is something like if you want to run multiple asks, meaning like select star from ABC, select star from XYZ. If you want to run more than one query, we have to go for the batch mode. That the batch mode is like you have to write a script. Within that script we have to put multiple asks. That is called batch mode execution. And the Teradata BTQ is used as a basic and simple reporting writer. So we cannot write complex reports like Cognos kind of stuff. So the another good thing is BTQ allows to execute OS specific commands. For example, if you are running Teradata on the Windows platform, the BTQ script supports DOS commands. If you are running BTQ on the Linux platform or Unix platform, it supports Unix OS commands. Example that I showed you on the screen, like DOS commands for making the directory MD, for deleting the file DL, DEL. The same commands in Unix are mkdir and rm. And there are commonly used terms in BTQ script. Those commonly used terms are logon, activity code, error code, database, label, run file, go to, log off, import and export. So logon and log off, these two are mandatory. It will be the logon is the first statement, log off is the last statement to maintain the connection. Okay, so I will show you the basic template of the BTQ. So this is the basic template of the BTQ script. So as I mentioned in the previous slide, logon, hostname, slash, username, password, and semicolon. Then we have to mention the database also. And finally, we have to use logoff. So it will maintain the session. I mean, it opens it properly, closes it properly. And in between, we can write multiple SQL statements. You can create a table, you can insert records into the table, we can update the table data, and we can delete the records, we can delete the tables, and all that stuff we can do within these three commands. And how to execute BTQ script. So first, I mean, you wrote a BTQ script and you stored in the C colon. I mean C drive. So go to the C drive. If your Teradata utilities or tools are installed properly, once you go to the C colon and if you type BTQ, it will automatically picks it up. So go to the respective path and type the BTQ, and this is the syntax. And this is as I mentioned, BTQ underscore less than input file name, greater than result storing file name, 2 greater than, it is not a typo, it is 2 greater than error reporting file name. So This less than represents input stream, meaning btq command won't execute the commands that are mentioned in the input file. It means that greater than is whatever the commands that is there in the input file, execute them and return the results into this particular result storing file name. And 2 greater than is in the second slide, as I mentioned you, it is like error reporting. It is not error capturing. You know the difference between error reporting and capturing, right? uh, this will tell us like in the particular row you have this error, but it will not be in a position to capture the erroneous record. That is what is the difference: error reporting versus error capturing. So if you want to store the errors, we have to use 2 greater than. So why it is 2 greater than? This will be considered as 0. So I mean it is less than, and we no need to mention 0 here. And this is 1 greater than, and this is 2 greater than. First time 1 greater than, we don't need to mention 1. If we can use just greater than. For the second thing, we have to use 2 greater than. That will store the errors here. So what we will do, we will I mean see some demo, like we will write some scripts and we'll try to execute it and see how it works. We'll see the btq modes. First one is interactive mode and second one is batch mode. So first we will see the interactive mode. So to see the interactive mode, what I'll do, I'll just open the btq. Once you open this utility, it will ask you to log on. So log on is a common term. Log on, host name, and password. So log on successfully completed. Now we logged into the Teradata connection. I mean connected to the Teradata database. So now what we are going to do, we are trying to see what is interactive mode. So interactive mode is I am asking the btq to give the response for this question. I mean for this query. You see that profiles. Profiles is the table in the dbc database. So what it does, it responded back to me with the result. So this is the interactive mode. So now what we'll do, we will see the batch mode. For showing you the batch mode, so I already have a couple of scripts written ready to show it in the demo. So let me open those scripts and explain how this batch script works. So the one btq.bteq is having very simple script. As I mentioned you, log on, log off. I don't want to quit here. So what I mentioned here is select star from profiles and select star from acctg. So what I will do, I will go ahead and run this first script. So what I mentioned in the slide deck, go to the script file location. Now here 1 underscore btq is in my d colon. So what I'll do, I'll just open the cmd. So here you can see all the btq queries. So as I mentioned earlier, if your btq is installed properly, when you go ahead and type the btq, you get the logon prompt. So you're getting it right. So this is the logon prompt. So I'm out of that logon prompt. So now my btq is installed properly. So what I'm going to do now is I just wanted to run the one btq script. So what is the syntax? btq space less than. So now I'm telling btq to run the commands that are there in the one underscore btq.bteq script. What it will do now? It will execute the commands that are mentioned in the one btq input file. Okay, btq dot btq. So it gave us two results. So it executed profiles first, query completed, one row found with 39 columns, and this is the output. It executed the second one, query completed, 12 rows found, 8 columns returned. Oh, okay, and we are seeing the result here. Logoff completed, exited the btq mode. Okay, now what we will do is we will try to push the result to an output file. So how we have to do that? btq less than 1 underscore btq dot btq greater than 1 underscore btq dot out. Okay, if we do this, the results will go and store in the dot out file. So now we have not seen any response. So what it means, the result is pushed to 11 btq dot out. Let's see what is there in 11. Where is that? Okay, btq 11. So I'll just open it with my notepad plus again. What is there in it, and we'll see. See, log on successful, and it executed profiles, and this is the result. And it executed acctg, and this is instead of showing it on the monitor, it pushed the entire output to result to output file. Okay, log off completed. This is what I mentioned, like this is a result storing file name. Okay, we will see now how to capture errors. I mean, how we can reroute the error to a new file. So as I mentioned, it is error reporting, it is not error capturing. So what we will do, we will change the script here. Instead of acctg to, I will change it to 1. With the acctg1, I don't have any table with that name. So now I'll just go ahead and type btq underscore 1 underscore btq dot btq, and I'll just press enter. I don't want to reroute the output to a new file. What will happen, we will see. See, it executed profile and it is back with output, and for at the time of executing the second query, it is telling failure 3807 does not exist, object does not exist. So now what we are trying to do is we are trying to push the entire result to output file. We'll do that first. btq greater than 12 underscore btq dot out. But here error is coming to the monitor. The output is pushed to output file, but error is still showing up in the monitor. Now what we will do, greater than and 2 greater than, let's push the error to the same file, 12 underscore btq, or we will push it to something else, 13 underscore btq dot log. Okay, what will happen now? You will not see anything on the monitor. So now the output is stored in 12 btq out, the error is stored in 13 btq log. So let's see whether it is stored or not. So I'll just go back to the path. So there is a 12 out and 13 log. So let me open the 12 out with notepad plus plus. So my 12 out what it is having, see, it is having the result set of this, but error is not here. So what we will see here in log, you have failure 3807, object does not exist, is moved to the log file. Now if you want to see both output and error in the same file, what we will do is we'll just delete this one because it's already there. We'll run the same thing again. Let it be there. What we'll do, one underscore btq output will go to 12 underscore btq out, which I just deleted. So it is going to create it again. Now I want to store the error also in the 12 btq. What I'll say, 12 underscore btq dot out. I can give like this, or we can give ampersand 1. Ampersand 1 is the first parameter. I mean, that is the first, 12 underscore btq output. I typed a dollar instead of ampersand 1. Okay. What happened now? We will see the output. We'll go to the path. We have 12 underscore btq out. Let's open it with notepad plus plus. So now, yes. Now see, error also recorded here. Okay. In the same way, we can do other common terms also. We can write with other common terms also. I have examples here. You can just go through it. So exporting the access rights result set to XLS file. Exporting the profiles result set to the 2btq1 XLS file. And this script also I'll put, as I mentioned you in the slide deck, we can run the operating system commands like this. So what I mentioned here, .os delete delete 2btq.xls. It will first go and check for the 2btq. If it is there, it will delete it. Okay. And the third one is with a inserts, create, delete options. Create table is already there, so I don't want to create it. So what I did is I just deleted the rows in the table, host table. I mentioned select star from host and then inserted records. Again, select star from this. We can execute it and see, and we can put this as, we can create a simple report. See what we will do. btq underscore 3, right? This one is 3 underscore btq dot btq greater than 31 underscore btq dot rpt. Let us assume like this is a simple report. Boom. So what happened? We have to go and see in the rpt file whether this rpt is created or not. We have to check. So if you see here, it is created. So let me just open this with notepad plus plus. So what happened? It created a, it pushed everything to the rpt file. So now what we need to do is, we need output, only output to this one. We can separate it anyways. So it is, this is how we can um, reroute the result to a different file and error to a different file. Hope I have given all the required information related to btq. um, just don't stop with listening. Just go ahead and install the Teradata. and try all these commands. Hands-on gives you more confidence rather than just listening to the videos. Please try to install the Teradata and go ahead with the samples that I showed you. Thank you. I hope I have given the required information. Thank you very much. Please subscribe to my channel. Please share this video and press the like button and bell icon. Thank you very much.